Hello, and welcome to Maria Channel. Today, we have a very special story to share with all of you. It's a story about how little things in life help us grow, and how every experience, no matter how small, teaches us something valuable. This story is perfect for teachers, parents, and professors who are dedicated to the early learning journey of children. So, let's take a deep breath and get ready to dive into the little learner and the garden of growth. One sunny morning, in a quiet neighborhood, a little boy named Timmy woke up early. Timmy was 3 years old, full of energy and endless questions. He loved to ask about everything he saw, and his favorite question was always, why? Timmy's mom smiled and answered his questions every day. She loved seeing his curiosity grow. This particular morning, Timmy's mom said, "How about we go to the garden today? Timmy, there's so much to learn there." Timmy's face lit up. He loved going to the community garden near their house. The garden was full of flowers, trees, and vegetables, and it smelled so fresh. His mom said, "You can ask me all the questions you want while we walk, and we'll see what new things we can discover together." As they walked to the garden, Timmy's mom asked, "Do you remember the garden from last time? What do you think we will see today?" Timmy thought for a moment, his little fingers fiddling with a leaf he had picked up from the ground. "Maybe we'll see more tomatoes," he said with excitement. His mom chuckled, "You're right. And maybe we will see some new flowers, too." When they reached the garden, Timmy could see the tomatoes hanging from the vine, ripe and ready to pick. They were so red and shiny. He ran up to them and pointed, "Mom, look at these. They're so red. Why are they red and not green like before?" Timmy's mom knelt down beside him and explained, "That's a great question, Timmy. Tomatoes start out green, but as they grow, they change color. They turn red when they're ready to eat. Just like you're growing every day, so are the tomatoes." Timmy looked at the tomatoes with wide eyes, thinking about how he was growing too. "I'm getting bigger, just like the tomatoes," he said quietly to himself. As they moved along the garden path, Timmy noticed a group of ants marching in a line. He stopped and crouched down to get a closer look. "Why are the ants walking in a line?" he asked. His mom smiled and sat down beside him. "Ants are very busy. They work together in a line to collect food and take it back to their home. They help each other, and together, they get the job done faster." Timmy watched the ants for a while, fascinated by how they worked together. "I want to be like them," he said, "working together with my friends." His mom said, "That's a wonderful thought, Timmy. Working with others is a big part of growing and learning, just like the ants." They walked a little further, and Timmy spotted a bird hopping on the ground. "Mom, why is that bird hopping and not flying?" he asked. "Ah," his mom said, "that bird is still learning to fly. It has to practice hopping and building its strength before it can fly high in the sky. Every bird has to start somewhere." Timmy smiled. "Like me when I'm learning to jump. I can jump higher now. Just like that bird will be able to fly soon." His mom nodded. "Exactly, Timmy. You're learning and growing just like the bird. And with practice, you'll keep getting better at everything you do." As they wandered deeper into the garden, Timmy noticed the bright, colorful flowers swaying gently in the breeze. He sat down on the grass and watched them carefully. "Mom," he asked, "how do the flowers grow so tall and strong?" His mom sat next to him, enjoying the peacefulness of the garden. "Flowers grow when they have good soil, water, and sunlight. They need time to grow, just like you do. And they grow in their own way, just like how you grow into the person you're becoming." Timmy thought about this for a moment. "So, I need good food and love to grow strong, like the flowers need good soil?" he asked. "That's right. His mom said, "Your love for learning and the care you get from your family and teachers helps you grow. Just like water helps the flowers grow strong." Timmy and his mom came across a small patch of dirt where a few worms were wriggling around. Timmy kneeled down and watched them. "Mom, what are those worms doing?" he asked. "Worms help the plants by moving the soil around. They make the earth healthy so that plants can grow," his mom explained. Timmy watched the worms for a while, and then he picked up a small stone. "I want to help the worms," he said. "I'll make them a little home." Timmy began carefully placing small stones and leaves on the ground, trying to make a cozy spot for the worms. "There," he said proudly. "Now they have a safe place to live." His mom smiled at his thoughtfulness. "You're learning so much today, Timmy. Helping others, just like the worms help the plants, is an important part of growing up." As the day went on, Timmy's mom told him more about how everything in the garden needed time to grow. "Just like the flowers, the birds, and the tomatoes, you're growing too, Timmy. Every day you learn something new. And just like the garden needs the sun to grow, you need people to help you grow, teachers, family, and friends who guide you." Timmy looked around the garden, filled with wonder. "So, everything has its own way of growing?" he asked. "Yes, that's right," his mom said. "Every flower, every plant, every animal, and every person grows in their own way. It takes time, patience, and care." Timmy thought about this as they walked back toward the gate of the garden. He looked up at the trees and the sky, feeling grateful for everything he had learned that day. "I think I'm growing too," he said quietly. As Timmy and his mom continued their walk back toward the garden gate, Timmy paused, holding his mom's hand. "Mom, I have more questions. Can I ask them now?" His mom smiled down at him, her eyes warm with encouragement. "Of course, Timmy. What's on your mind?" Timmy thought for a moment, looking around at the trees swaying gently in the wind. "Mom, why do the trees have leaves? What do they do with them?" "That's a very good question, Timmy," she said. "Leaves are like the trees' food factories. They take sunlight and use it to make food for the tree to grow. That's called photosynthesis. The leaves are very important to the tree because they help it stay strong and healthy." Timmy looked up at the trees and nodded, feeling amazed. "So, the leaves help the tree grow, just like how food helps me grow strong," he exclaimed, excited to make the connection. "Exactly," his mom said. "When you eat healthy food, you're helping your body grow strong, just like the leaves help the trees." Timmy thought for a while, his little brow furrowed in concentration. "I wonder if the trees talk to each other. They're all so tall and strong." "Well, trees can't talk like people, but they communicate in their own way. Their roots spread out underground and help each other find water, and their leaves work together to catch sunlight. Even though they can't speak, they work as a team, just like the ants we saw earlier." Timmy smiled, feeling a sense of wonder as he thought about the world around him. Everything has its way of helping. Even if we can't see it, everything is connected. As they continued walking, Timmy noticed something he hadn't seen before: small seedlings poking up from the dirt. "Mom, what are those little plants?" he asked, pointing to the tiny shoots. "Those are new plants, Timmy," his mom explained. "They've just started to grow. It takes time for them to become big flowers or vegetables. These little plants need patience, water, and sunlight to grow." Timmy kneeled down and touched the tiny plant gently. "Will they grow like the flowers we saw?" he asked. "Yes, but it will take time," his mom replied. "They are just beginning their journey, just like you. You didn't learn to walk in one day, right?" Timmy smiled. "No, I had to practice a lot." "Exactly," his mom said. "And just like those tiny plants, You'll continue to grow with practice and care. The key is patience. Everything takes time to grow, and that's okay. Timmy sat quietly for a moment, thinking about the tiny plants. I'll come back tomorrow and see how they're growing, he said with determination. His mom chuckled. That's a great idea, Timmy. By checking on them every day, you'll be able to see their progress. That's what patience is, waiting and understanding that growth doesn't happen all at once. As they neared the end of the garden path, Timmy's mom asked, "What's your favorite part of the garden today?" Timmy thought carefully. "I think my favorite part was watching the ants. They worked together like a team, and they didn't stop until their work was done." "That's wonderful," his mom said. "Teamwork is such an important lesson, and the garden teaches us so much. But Timmy, learning doesn't only happen in the garden. The whole world is like a classroom." Timmy's eyes widened. "A classroom? Like at school?" "Yes," his mom said with a smile. "The world is full of lessons. Every time you ask a question, every time you wonder about something, you're learning. Whether it's in the garden, at home, or at school, there are lessons everywhere." Timmy nodded, thinking about how much he had learned today. "So, I can learn from anything." "Exactly," his mom said. "You can learn from the way the sun shines on the plants, from the way the animals work together, and even from how the wind moves the trees. Every moment is an opportunity to learn." Timmy took a deep breath and looked around the garden one last time. "I love learning," he said softly. "It's so fun." "That's the spirit, Timmy," his mom said, giving him a gentle hug. "Learning is a beautiful journey that never ends. And as long as you stay curious and ask questions, you'll always have something new to discover." As they walked back home, Timmy couldn't stop thinking about all the things he had learned today. The garden was like a classroom full of new lessons. Timmy knew he would keep asking questions, and he couldn't wait to come back tomorrow to see how the little plants were growing. "Mom," Timmy asked as they reached their front door, "can we go to the garden every day?" His mom smiled. "We can, Timmy. And every time we go, you'll learn something new." Timmy looked up at his mom, his heart full of joy. "I'm going to learn a lot, and I'll be patient like the plants." "You already are, Timmy," his mom said softly, kissing his forehead. "You're growing every day, just like the garden." And that, my friends, is the story of the little learner and the garden of growth. Just like Timmy, every child is on a journey of learning, asking questions, growing with time, and discovering the world around them. Whether it's in a garden or at home, every moment is an opportunity for learning and growth. Thank you so much.